that. 6 o'clock where we didn't sell so much as a fern. I guess this is it. Don't bother coming in tomorrow.
You don't mean.
You can't mean.
What? What don't I mean? I mean, I'm closed. Forget it. Kaput.
You can't.
Kaput! Extinct. I'm closing this god and customer-forsaken place.
Mr. Mushnik, forgive me for saying so, but has it ever occurred to you that maybe what the sperm needs is to move in a new direction?
What Seymour's trying to say, Mr. Mushnik, is... Well, we talked about it and we both agreed. Seymour, why don't you run in the back and bring in that strange and interesting new plant you've been working on? See, Mr. Mushnik, some of those exotic plants Seymour has been tinkering around with are really unusual, and we were both thinking that some of these strange and interesting plants, prominently displayed and advertised, would attract business.
I'm afraid it isn't feeling very well today.
Dad, now isn't that bizarre?
At least. What kind of a weirdo plant is that, Seymour?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of flytrap, but I haven't been able to identify it in any of my books. So I gave it my own name. I call it Audrey 2.
After me?
I hope you don't mind. You see, we put a strange and interesting plant here in the window, maybe...
Maybe what? Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound? Just because you put a strange and interesting plant in a window, people don't suddenly...
Excuse me. I couldn't help noticing that strange and interesting plant. What is it?
It's an Audrey 2!
I've never seen anything like it before.
No one has.
Where did you get it?
Well, do you remember that total eclipse of the sun a couple of weeks ago? I was walking in the wholesale flower district that day.
Shoot, Daddy!
And I passed by this place where this old Chinese man...
Hey, Daddy!
He sometimes sells me weird and exotic cuttings.
Sick, Daddy!
As you know, you see, strange plants are my hobby.
Da-da-da-da-da-da!
He didn't have anything unusual there that day.
Nope, Daddy!
So I was about to, walk on by.
Good for you!
Suddenly, without a warning, there was this total eclipse of the sun. It got very dark, and I heard the strange humming sound like something from another world.
Daddy!
The lights came back on, the strange plant was just sitting there.
Oopsie!
Just stuck in, among the zinnias.
Audrey 2!
I could have sworn it hadn't been there before, but the old Chinese man sold it to me anyway. For $1.95.
Well, that's an unusual story and a fascinating plant. Oh, I may as well take $50 worth of roses while I'm here.
$50?
$50?
Yes, ma'am, right away, ma'am.
Can you break 100?
100? No, I'm afraid we, closed the register for the day.
Well, I'll just have to take twice as many, won't I?
Twice as many?
Twice as many.
Yes, ma'am, right away. $100 worth. Audrey, my darling, kindly fetch this lady $100 worth of our very finest red American beauty roses.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir, that is one strange and interesting plant.
Well, what are you waiting for? Quick, put that plant, what do you call it?
Audrey 2.
Put that Audrey 2 in the window where the passersby can see. My God, I never believed it. My children, I'm taking us all to dinner.
Oh, I'd love to, Mr. Mushnik, but I can't. I've got a date.
With the same no good, Nick? I'm telling you, Audrey, you don't need a date with him. You need major medical. He ain't a good, clean kind of boy.
He's a professional.
What kind of a professional drives a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket?
He's a rebel, Mr. Mushnik. But he makes good money. And besides, he's the only fellow I've got. Enjoy dinner. Good night, Seymour.
Good night.
Poor girl.
Are we still going to dinner?
You're not going anywhere, Crowdborn. You're staying right here and taking care of that sick plant. How come it's fainting all the time?
I told you, it's been giving me trouble. It just wilts like this. Audrey 2 is not a healthy girl.
Strictly between us, neither is the Audrey 1.
If only I knew what breed it is, what genus, but it's nowhere in the books.
Well, my advice to you, Crowdborn, is it better figure it out, and fast. Look what this exotic little beauty did for business.
I know.
So work, Seymour. Nurse that plant back to health. I'm counting on you.
I know.
You do?
I do.
So fix! Good night.
Ah, Tui, I don't know what else to do for you. Mr. Mushik and Audrey, they just mentioned I've been going through this with you for weeks. Grow and wilt, spurt and flop. You sickly little plant, just plain stubborn. What is it you want? What is it you need? I've given you sunshine. I've given you dirt. I've given me nothing but heartache and hurt. I'm begging you sweetly. I'm down on my knees. So please grow for me. I've given you plant food and water to sip. I've given you potash. You've given me sip. Oh God, how I missed you. Oh God, how you tease. Now please grow for me. I've given you southern exposure to get you to thrive. I pinch you back hard like I'm supposed to. You're barely alive. I've found you at levels of moisture from desert to mud. I've given you prolix and mineral supplements. What do you want from me? Blood? Ouch! Damn roses. Damn thorns. Clumsy me. Hate to weep what I did. Hey, you opened up. Wonder what made you do that. Yes, a few drops won't hurt. As long as you don't make a habit out of it or anything. I've given you sunlight. I've given you rain. Looks like you're not happy. Unless I open a vein. I'll give you a few drops. If that'll appease. Now please, oh please, grow for me.